The word Dalai Lama means different things to different people. For China, he's an enemy. To the Tibetan people, a hero. For Western Connecticut State University, an exceptional guest speaker. In the fall of 2010, 5 faculty members of Western Connecticut State University, including Helen Bichard, Rebecca Woodward, and John Murphy, went to Emory University where His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, was lecturing. They went for a purpose.
To speak with the people who are coordinating the events to get kind of an idea of what they do and how they do it.
His Holiness was initially supposed to go to the DNKL in Redding, Connecticut, a peaceful place for worship, meditation, and prayer. 2 members of the DNKL knew Eric Lewis and John Briggs, both professors at WestCon. After surveying the O'Neill Center, they realized it would be a better place to hold the visit, also because of the similarities to the Emory Arena.
Their arena seats 4,000 people, and we're going to be able to seat 3,500 people. So it was very close in size, very close in configuration. And they gave us so much of their time and their expertise.
Helen co-chairs the committee to bring the Dalai Lama to Western. This committee meets on a bi-weekly basis and consists of 16 members. 8 are Western faculty and 8 are members of the DNKL. The 5 faculty members who went to Emory are on the committee.
We realized that one of the most critical components of his visit being successful is really good quality sound.
Rebecca Woodward is the Director of Media Services, a very small staff. Herself as well as the committee have decided to contract out to handle the audio, which will cost $10,000.
We've received an initial quote for audio and projection from HB Rental, and they're a group that's in North Haven that we've done business with in the past. They're also on state contract, which makes it easier for us to hire them, especially on larger cost items like this.
The audio at Emory was so indistinguishable, audience members wanted their money back. Although Western is not anticipating the problem of refunds due to the audio, the price of tickets for the 2 events is cost neutral.
One of the things that's really nice about the Dalai Lama is he wants to get his message out, and he wants us to incur no debt and make no profit. So he basically wants us to do this cost neutral. So we're trying to keep the tickets as low as possible so that students can afford them.
Our students and our faculty really want to see him. Everybody wants to see him. But unfortunately, we have limited space, limited number of seats. And we know that we can't have everyone be there.
Because of this, there will be a lottery for the tickets, and those who can't go can view the event streamed live. Rebecca and her media services staff will focus on filming the event and switching.
We'll coordinate and handle the streaming in conjunction with university computing here on campus.
In order to secure the Dalai Lama as a speaker, one must pay for the next destination he attends as well.
They take the cost of his travel and they divide it. So he, I understand, tours the United States in the fall and in the spring. And he resides in India. So they take the cost and they distribute that among the institutions that he visits. So we basically take a portion of the cost of his flight. Then we are responsible for getting him to his next place.
The Dalai Lama must be very careful when he travels. Because of China's discrimination and suppression, in 1959, the Dalai Lama fled into exile in India, where he remains today. Because of this, his security is very tight. Every university Helen talked to said the same.
Every single one of them told me that bringing a sitting president to a university is big. The Dalai Lama is bigger.
For frame of reference, Rebecca Woodward experienced firsthand how in-depth security for Clinton was.
I spoke with one of the Secret Service men that was standing near us, and I mean, they had everything from, people in the woods and infrared kind of detection. They had divers in the pond. So it's very involved and costly, and because he's a world figurehead, anytime he visits the U.S., the Secret Service is involved.
Even bomb-sniffing dogs came through Whitehall when the Prime Minister of Tibet was at WCSU. The director of the O'Neill Center, John Murphy, will be coordinating security with the Department of State.
The Department of State is responsible for his personal protection. Anything outside of that will be our responsibility, the university's responsibility to provide that security for our patrons as well as the Dalai Lama's entourage.
All in all, planning to bring the Dalai Lama here has been a monumental task for all involved, with much to look forward to.
I am very excited. It's a challenging and interesting event to coordinate, these elements with. So it's exciting not only to see him again, but to, help be involved in the planning and execution of this.
Hopefully this will lead to continued expansion and growth of opportunity for the university.
It's a landmark day for the university, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we're just really very fortunate to have it here.
The Dalai Lama has traveled to over 62 countries, spanning across 6 different continents. He's met with presidents, prime ministers, and other crowned officials of major nations. Come this fall, he'll be greeted by students, faculty, and other members of the community, anxiously waiting his message.